Good morning, friends. This morning elaboration is on the topic all doubt, despair, and fear become insignificant once the intention of life is love. All fear, despair, and doubt become insignificant once the intention of life becomes love. Friends, there is no denying the fact that love and fear are the two strongest emotions in the world. It is love that brings us into this world, and it is love that keeps us going throughout the journey of life. When love is in our heart, it inspires us to do something good. And where there is love, there is hope. There is always happiness, there is joy, peace, and forgiveness. So, wherever there is hope, there is joy, hope, and there is forgiveness. We feel that all our negative emotions subside when we have love in our heart. Love fills every corner of our heart in such a way that no room is left for gloom or fear. It gives us the confidence that takes away all our doubt. We are changed human beings, better individuals. Friends, this statement also underlines the need of loving each and every individual, our fellow beings. See, there is no scope of hatred in this world. Only love can bring peace and brotherhood. Now, in the change scenario, we see that nations and between nations there is always a hoarding or a competition to expand their territory. The different nations of the world are at conflict due to the ever extending desire of extending their boundaries. So the the segregation of boundary, and you may call it discrimination between countries and countries, that has really become the cause of conflict and war between the countries of the world. So in the present scenario, when there is a need of love of human being, love of fellow human being, love the entire global brotherhood, never think that there is any scope of despair and fear in the heart. For instance, if you love your work, you will never have any kind of negativity in your mind. If you love your passion of doing something, achieving your goal, you will never look back and you will never think about others. When you start thinking about your own achievement, your own progress, your own growth, you will never have any kind of hatred in your mind. Hatred breeds hatred, and love breeds love. Wherever there is love, there is hope, there is always joy and forgiveness. There is no scope of any sort of hatred if your heart is full of love. Fill your heart with love and forgiveness for everyone in your surrounding. You just think that you have to do something for your fellow beings and for the entire nation, for the whole world. Once your intention becomes love, there is no scope of any sort of hatred and conflict, because no conflict can lead you to any sort of destination. Your destination of life is happiness, and that can be achieved only when you reach your milestone. And your milestone can be achieved only when you have dedication and love with your work. When you are doing something, love your work. When you are performing some task for somebody, love the people for whom you are sacrificing your time and energy. Love the entire global community. Then you will realize that you are really a better human being, a better individual. Because anyone who has not understood the meaning of love, actually their birth is useless. God has created us a great human beings here on this earth, and He has made us capable of all powerful things, just like an ocean. Every individual is as powerful as an ocean and has a capability to change this world. But only with the help of love, only with the feeling of love, we can spread the fragrance of brotherhood, togetherness, and we can really instill a sense of confidence among our fellow being. Because when we start creating love among the people of the world, there is no scope of fear, because fear is our greatest enemy. It is rightly said that the greatest fear we have to fear is the fear itself. So once you overcome the fear that you are not having any enemy in this world, make friends, make love with everyone. Those who love you, really reciprocate your love with everyone, because after all, the purpose of life that God has endowed with us is to create an atmosphere of peace, progress, and prosperity on this earth. And that is possible only when we have love in our heart for every small individual, for every human being. Then only we can prove to be productive human being and better individuals. And that's what I'm trying to emphasize, that there is nothing like hatred on this world. Only love can dispel all sort of despair, hopelessness, and fear. And once the intention of life really becomes love, there is no one that who can stop you from reaching the summit of life, the summit of destination. Everyone who has achieved the great success has loved the human beings, has loved the entire globe. Then only the person who invented electricity didn't think that this electricity will be utilized by himself only. He thought of the world too. He thought of lighting the world, and therefore he got enlightened himself. So the knowledge that you are acquiring, if it is enlightening your soul, you try to spread the fragrance of this light among the other people also. Because once your intention is to enlighten the world with your knowledge and inspiration, definitely there will be no scope of darkness in any corner of anybody's heart. And that is what is required in this present scenario. We need to have love only. We need to love and give and take love, because reciprocating love will help us bring out peace and prosperity on this earth. And that is my motive of giving this deliberation. Thank you. Have a nice day.